Hello and good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellness and Healing Practices, also Wellside Retreat. Hey Abba, great to see you today. Yeah, first one in. Good to see you. Glad that you could make it. So, yeah, we're here for our first day of the week journaling on Tuesday. There's a lot going on today, and it's like the new year, right? We have a new year in some cultures, right? And I'm going to take it. There's just a lot of good stuff going on. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm glad you made it first, Ava. And yeah, so we may or may not have lots that's on our minds, our hearts for this new year. Um, I believe there's an eclipse somewhere. There's things in on the calendar, right? For today, and it's good to be able to be here today. That is a blessing, and I say any day that you can put your feet on the floor when you get out of bed or from your rest, then it is a good day. We have another opportunity. There is hope that we can make it through the this day, and promise, right? There's some promise. So Hanada, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Good morning. And yeah, have a wonderful morning. Okay, I I have had a great morning on this side of the world, and I got up early. I took my garbage out of the house, and then took a 30-minute walk. I've been missing my walks because I don't like to deal with the weather, and made it in and did some more exercise. And I'll talk to you about that a little later. Hello, Maria. Good to see you. Peace and blessings to all. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I've had a great morning. It is now afternoon for me, but because I scheduled this at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, some people may just be waking up and getting themselves together for today. So, if this is the first time that you're seeing this video, this live stream, welcome to Journal with Me, where we spend time uh, journaling together. The practice of journaling is a really great practice, and we spend time with that practice um, here on this channel, as well as offering or asking you to utilize the best wellness practice that you may want to do in a 15-minute session. We spend time here journaling, and you can pray, you can do yoga, chant. If you're walking and listening on your headphones or earphones, walk and do a walking meditation, or just walk to get some exercise. You could just be still, right? Just be still and spend that time to yourself, whatever you believe is the best practice for you. Um, I'm going to be journaling. All I need is this journal and a pen that I have. I'm in a comfortable place. My favorite place is to be by the window. Me and my plant here like the window. And yeah, this is where either side of the table, I can be found most days, and or at my desk. So let's get started with the practice today. Let's see. Ava says the alignment between Saturn and Neptune are powerful for manifesting today until about June 7th. Vision boarding time. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Abba. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so the alignment between Saturn and Neptune are powerful for manifesting today. Yeah, that sounds so good. Let's do that. You you practice, right, about what you want to have come to you, right? Manifestation is a very powerful tool and practice. Um, and it's a great one, evidently, for us to get started with today. I'm going to read up on that. Thank you, Abba. I appreciate you. I really believe in all that goodness of the stars and the planets and the alignment. Um, yeah, our indicators of things, right? Yeah, I love that. Hello, Dr. Donna. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Yeah, get rid of what you don't want first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get rid of what you don't want. Manifest that. That's right. Awesome. Awesome. So I think it's going to be a wonderful day. I'm going to make it a great day by first starting off with some journaling. And before we get to the journaling or to other practices, let's let's wind down for a few moments and open ourselves up to our practices, setting some intentions. Also, um, let's see, setting intentions. We might want to speak some gratitude, right? We're going to take some cleansing breaths to clear ourselves and calm ourselves. That vagus nervous system, the vagus nerves, washing air over them, which they sit right about here. Sometimes we hold on to our breath and it stays stuck right here. When we get anxious, we hold it. But cleansing this area, right, is a great way to calm ourselves, open ourselves up. When we calm ourselves, we expand, right? Um, our chest, and open that up, right? Allowing air also to circulate and not get stagnant and kept in our bodies. So let's do that first. So get oh, I'm supposed to allow noise to move by me, but that was a different noise that I hadn't heard. Let's get comfortable in our seats, right? Closing the eyes, lowering the gaze, looking down what's in front of you. You don't have to squeeze your eyes, right? Make sure your face is relaxed, no frowning. Allow your shoulders to move away from your ears and try to feel the sensation of like your shoulders melting down your back or your shoulder blades, allowing them to just move down, expanding the spine, keeping your chin, not up but down, like right in front of you. Breathing in your own normal breathing pattern, your breath easily flowing from your nose, just breathing. When you're breathing in, you may feel your lower stomach, your belly expanding. Breathing in and out. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, your tummy goes in, squeezing. Focusing in on your breath, breathing pattern until we change that. Just paying attention to the breath. I invite you to set your intentions for your practice. What do you want to do or get out of this practice today? I invite you to speak a word of gratitude for your practice, for this day, for this moment. And today, what might you want to manifest? What might you want to manifest? Now let's take 3 cleansing breaths by inhaling through the nose, filling our lungs up, filling the belly up, and then exhaling through the mouth, squeezing all the air out. The belly goes inward. Okay, we'll take 3 rounds of cleansing breath. You can follow me or take time for yourself to do it on your own. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth, squeezing the air out. One more time, inhaling through the nose, filling the belly up, and now exhaling through the mouth. Squeezing the air out. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Now returning to your normal breathing pattern, recalibrating the breath so that you're comfortable when you're breathing. Gently, slowly opening your eyes, raising the gaze, fluttering the eyes open, returning to your home, your familiar place, right? To your environment. Okay, yes. So let's spend 15 minutes journaling, practicing together, whatever wellness practice that you choose for yourself. I'll be journaling today, as I normally do at this time. But as I said again, if you would like to sit in prayer, meditate, or spend time with your walking meditation or being still, yoga, please do. Okay, all right, let's get started. I will be putting myself on mute. You won't hear me, not to disturb you, and we'll get started. All right, right. Let's spend about another minute in our practice before we return together. Okay. I hope that your practice has been good today. It's 15 minutes of focus, intention, right? Whether that be writing, creating something else. We'll talk about that today also. Creating or sitting still, yoga, movement. These are all the great things that we can do for our wellness, for any healing of our bodies, and what's on our mind, our emotions, and and our soul, our spirit, what's inside of us that we can't see, right? We do have a soul. So I captioned the video today. I believe it is new practices. New practices. So sometimes, uh, we stay on one thing that we feel good with to keep on practicing with, right? For me, it's been journaling. That's my go-to. But there are other things that I do also or are curious about. Today, I was speaking with some women who we had a discussion on meditation, and probably for about 6, 7 years, I was very consistent with meditation. Um, every morning before I journaled, I meditated. I did some meditation, usually, or I would pray for probably about 20, 30 minutes. And then and then when I would write in my journal. And then I started, you know, I couldn't do everything. And I pray throughout the day or I meditate throughout the day. So I focused in on journaling um, for my well being, right? And so I have, since I have been away from the United States, I have been, and I made it was intentional for me to decide how I would get my exercise, what would be good for me um, as far as my body is concerned. And I've been, since I've been here, at least maybe once a week, what I do Lujong Tibetan yoga with a group of women, a small group of women, and one guy. um, every Wednesday we meet. Sometimes I don't make it, so I'm not consistent. But it's really good. It's been very good for my core, this Lujong, and for my breathing. It's a lot of breath work in this yoga. very intentional breathing, holding the breath for long periods and exhaling as you're moving. And so, and I really feel energized when that's done. My body feels better. And so I decided I was going to try some other forms of um, breath work and movement. These are Eastern influenced. Uh, and Qigong is one, and Tai Chi. And I've been doing those for the last 2 weeks. And I feel more energetic than I have. Um, and also using the breath is a big part of it. And so these are the new practices that I'm incorporating into my life. Um, and I walk quite often. Haven't walked the last few weeks because walked outside so much because of weather, but I'm not going to allow that to stop me from moving. So I want to invite you to consider something new and different that may help you reach a certain goal for your body. Um, for me, it is working my core. That's really important, and keeping my being noticing um, my core as well as my gait as I move forward in these years, wanting to keep a strong spine and yeah, so that I can continue to walk with ease and with a good core to hold me up. And I think that these practices will help me. Along with Pilates, I've had some Pilates since I've been here, and it helps me notice how my core, how to keep it steady, right? And keep my back um, in a better position. Um, and using the breath for that as well. So, whatever you want to get rid of, right? Whatever you want to get rid of and receive something else in its place, right? Opening yourself up for something new to come into your life, whether that's a new practice of movement, whether it's new foods, right? Whether it's ridding yourself of one thing and finding a replacement that is better for you. I wanted to share that with you today. That if you set your intentions to do that, if you're very focused and intentional on making a change that can transform you, then all the better, right? Um, I have purposely increased the amount of water that I'm drinking, when I'm drinking it, when I'm not drinking it before I go to bed too late, so that I'm not up in the middle of the night, eliminating, you know, and therefore breaking my sleep. I was just writing in my journal about the kind of like the chain of events um, when you do something good for yourself, like um, yeah, The water thing late at night, I swear, I don't know what that's all about either with me. I have to consciously make the decision at one time, but then sometimes I'm like, I'm feeling thirsty, especially after I brush my teeth, right? I want to drink something. I want to get rid of the the film or the taste of the toothpaste or whatever. Um, yeah, a right on time message and reminder. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the right on time. Yeah, a reminder that drinking the water, not drinking too late, because we need the rest, and we don't. Our body is still inside. We are still. It's processing all that we have done with it and to it as we sleep, and we need to allow our heart to rest, and our we need to energize our brain cells, right? That's what happens when we rest, is that we accumulate more brain cells. So the next day or the next time we wake up, we have we're clear of mind. So when we aren't rested enough, our brain is still our brain as well as our heart is being overworked. And I guess I need to, because I'm not a physician. I am not a doctor of medicine. I need to give you some references to all of this. But I've read and I've been educated, um, with in my massage therapy courses as well as other readings. Um, so take it from me. I'm not an expert in the field, but I am a layperson with some knowledge. Um, and so when we allow ourselves to to drink more water, we are actually flushing out stuff that we don't need in our bodies. We are allowing ourselves to hydrate our bodies. We are also allowing ourselves to um, get rid of inflammation in our bodies, right? And when we allow for inflammation to decrease, we can move better, right? We can allow our muscles to help us with movement by hydrating our systems. And we have a whole, and so one thing leads to the next. It's just like, and I'm getting ready to post about the practice, another very beneficial practice for our bodies, but realizing that everything is connected in our, you know, the shin bone is connected to the, foot bone, and the foot, and on and on and on, the knee bone connected to the thigh bone, and then, we can go on, and then the hip, and all of this, all of these connections, the various systems of our body. We have to really think about how we want to live, and to spend the time, not being anxious about it, but just allowing yourself to think about how you want to live. For me, it's, I really want to be mobile for a long time. Um, and because the greatest gift, I believe, one of many, hundreds of gifts that we have received just by having a body that can move, the ability is that if you are ambulatory, if you can move around, you can see so much, you can do so much, you can, it really is a gift. And if that's cut short and you are no longer able to walk, um, it limits some things for you. It can limit some things. Um, and so um, and I look to my elders, my family members who are older, to see, how is this, how are they unable now to do certain things because of how they have either lived, or how um, something has happened to them out of their control, um, or how could they have done something different to help them as they uh, move forward in life, as they move and they age. So, consider some new practices if you so choose. Um, and I'm speaking about myself as an example, um, for others. Not that you have to do any of this, but just as an example of someone who really wants to live a nice long life and sit on a porch and take a nap as my final breath. That's what I want. I proclaimed that I've had family members live to 104, 106. Um, and they lived so very gracefully, 100, 104, and 106. And they lived very well. And I would love to do that. I would love to do that. So let's see what we have in the comments here. You saying anything about any of that? That is why I don't want to live in an area where it tends to snow. Absolutely. Yeah, I get it. I got it. Yeah. I that was on my list, a place where it doesn't snow. It gets cool here, but it doesn't snow. I understand completely. Uh, what a blessing. Yeah, it is a blessing. It is a blessing to have that in my family. I think that's what you're talking about. A blessing of not, having people in my family who've lived a long time. Um, Mostly, I know of these people on my mother's side. Um, Not so sure. I guess, yeah, I don't know about my father's side on as far as longevity is concerned. Yeah. I'm also in the boycott winter club. Yeah. 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 There are a lot of places, however, in Europe that the weather is cold, and I just can't imagine. Although they're picturesque places that in the summertime, in the springtime, they're beautiful. But when that turns the corner to fall and winter, whoo, mm, mm, mm. And winter, I think, is kind of a short season, but it seems longer than it, I guess, because of how it makes you feel and the grayness, the coloring, right, for it. I don't know. I could be wrong about the days. It may be as big, long as any other season, but it seems longer. It just seems longer to me. Uh, 100, yes. Your maternal grandmother, abuela. Yeah, she lived to 100. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I have a great grandfather who lived to 100. Um, yeah. And he was pretty spry, could walk and talk and eat. And but the funny thing about this particular great grandfather is that he had people who doted after him. So he lived well because people loved him and took good care of him. And that's, I think, he didn't have any real health. He was still smoking a pipe. Yeah, he was still smoking a pipe. Good looking man too. Yeah, and had the prettiest skin. Oh God, he was he was a deep, deep chocolate, and he had white mustache, and still had a full head of hair. My grandfather too, his son, one of his sons, also had full heads of hair. I think that's why my mother's head has a full head of hair. Anyhow, I can reminisce about these people, but they have set in motion for me uh, taking care of myself and finding the practices that I know will help me. Um, and hopefully, you can take it upon yourself to do the same. Think about what new practices might be of help. Give them a try. Give them a try, right? It's never too late. Oh wow. Your father, after chemotherapy, still he passed. He still had a full head of hair. That's amazing. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's really good. Yeah. So it's been great talking with you today on this February 17th of 2026, where we have an alignment of planets, right? Saturn and Neptune are in alignment, right? And yeah, calling for us to manifest today. So you manifest whatever your heart, body, and mind, right, needs for itself, right? What your what your environment needs for itself, what you need. It's only for you, it's for you, not for someone else, right? Yeah. That's what I'll be doing is manifesting what I need for myself. And that's from today until about June 7th. Oh, Abba, that's our birth month, right? Yeah. Ooh, we we gotta take advantage of this time. Yeah. Happy Lunar New Year. Yes, the fire horse. Yes, that's the other one. Thank you. Thank you for that. There's a lot going on. A lot of good stuff going on, y'all. There's lots of good stuff. The new year, the Lunar New Year, the fire horse, also the contemplative introspective time of Ramadan begins tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for helping me out, sis. Yes. I knew I knew there was some stuff going on. I just didn't know what it was to report on it. I guess I needed to do that. Yeah, Ramadan. Okay. Contemplative introspection. Powerful. Sit with that, y'all. Sit with it. All right? Yes. Contemplate. Be introspective. Go in. Go in. It's some good stuff. And you do that through meditation. You can do that through meditation or just being still and quiet. Yes, good stuff. Carnival in some places. Yes. Yes, Maria. Carnival. Yes, celebration, right? That's good. Celebration, movement, excitement. Good stuff. So it's been great to being with you today. I'll be back on Thursday where we'll journal together, we'll practice together. You can tell me, oh, I do have a prompt for you. I do have a prompt to you for you. I shouldn't have got excited. Let me write this down. I'm going to say it and then I'll write it down for the screen. Describe a truly special day to spend on your own and then book it in your calendar. I've already done this. So and I forgot to write the prompt. Describe a truly special day to spend on your own. Just a day on your own. Can you book it into your calendar? Okay. First, you describe it. These are actions. Take some action. All right. Describe it. A truly special day. What would you like to do on this truly special day for yourself? Can you book it on your calendar? Can you put it somewhere on the calendar to actually do it? To actually spend that time. Enjoy your day, Maria. So describe a truly special day to spend. Let's see if I can create the banner really quick. And this is the question. Can you book it on your calendar? All right. Add the banner. And then I'm going to show this to you. Describe a special day to spend on your own. Now, can you book it on your calendar? I didn't put a question mark there. Excuse me. Put it on your calendar. All right. It's a question because it's from the Ask book, but put it on your calendar. Put it on your calendar. Describe a special day to spend on your own. Can you book it on your calendar? And I actually spent time making that plan for myself. I didn't see this prompt until I was writing just a few moments ago, but I had actually started my planning for a special day on my own. So do that. The weather just might be getting a little better here. I hope it is with you. I hope snow is melting, warmer temperatures are coming through. It's less cold, That's what I want for you. But if you like the cold, there's some people who like that cold, I don't know. But again, it's been great speaking with you and speaking to you and journaling with you. And I appreciate the time that you're spending with me. If you, in fact, have found this and you're on the replay or seeing this after it's been recorded, then, and this is something you like, something that you feel like you want to come back and join us for, I hope you do. But like, subscribe to this channel, and ring the notification bell so that you're made aware when the live stream is coming up, or any other videos that I produce. I look forward to seeing you once again on Thursday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll come together, journal together, and or spend some time together on a wellness practice that is um, something that is best for you. All right. All right. Take care, and look at the information in the description box, how we can work together. Um, the Substack post that I post on Substack, as well as coffee, if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee. We have a salon coming up February 28th, where we meet in the Zoom room, and we'll be doing creative journaling. So bring all your crayons, markers, paint, whatever you so choose, even if you're knitting or crocheting. Let's get creative. All right. And I'll talk with you later. Take care.